It's time for Declare Your Independence with Ernest Hancock.
Welcome back to Declare Your Independence with me, Ernest Hancock. You know what? It's dangerous to be right when the government's wrong. You know, that's a bad thing. Bad. Freedom, good. Government, bad. I don't know. I can add some more bads there. I want to get right to what happened yesterday. Now, let's go ahead and go to Drew Phillips. Now, Drew, you were there. So go ahead and explain to us what was the event, who came, what you did. Give me all the goodies.
Well, yeah, it was Monday, and so it was about 8 in the morning. They rallied, and this is on the south side of Tucson, Valencia Road, past the casino, so kind of far west south side. And rallied at the main road there at Valencia, and there were over 200 people there easily. And they rallied at 8 in the morning, and then we marched from there about a 20-minute walk to the home. Where this, I guess we should talk about the SWAT raid, but where this SWAT raid took place on Cinco de Mayo, the 5th. And so it was about a 20-minute march to there, and then they had a rally outside the home, and different people spoke. They read the Bill of Rights, the 10 Amendments, and then they presented the family with a plaque and some gifts for the kids, and then everyone who came, you know, they bought a bunch of roses, and everybody dropped flowers on the in front of the garage, in front of the house there, where there were a lot of memorial stuff, some candles and flags and pictures of the fallen Marine whose home was raided by SWAT team.
Yeah, Drew, this is Powell Gammill. I was surprised at a couple things. One, that you were able to actually put flowers where they were. It wasn't police barricade tape all over the place.
The front door was padlocked. I mean, there was no entering the home, and the family hasn't entered the home, I imagine, since the incident, and so there was no getting in. But yeah, they allowed us to walk right onto the front of the property and walk around to the back and hang over the wall and see the bullet holes coming out of the back side of the house.
Yeah, I heard there's bullet holes across the street as well.
Well, not across the street, but the home directly behind the house, or to the west of the house, where it came out of the backyard, went into the other gentleman's garage, the side of his garage. There were 2 bullet holes in the home adjacent to that house.
I'm not surprised. They fired 71 rounds, and they had SWAT team members commenting on audio tape that 4 of them, that they had emptied their magazines. So
I don't doubt it. And one of the other interesting things, and I got some video of it, and we'll talk about that in a bit, but there were holes in the side of the door, of the front door, so that the officers were essentially standing in front of the open door after they kicked it in and firing, but they, I guess, were just shooting so much that they moved to the side of the door, and there was a bullet hole, you know, to the side of the door in the wall. So I don't know if the officer, you know, there's no reports of bullets coming the other way. So the officer had to have just been shooting wildly and shooting into the wall, essentially next to the door. So, and like I said, the spread pattern coming out of the back of the house is 6 feet tall. I mean, there's a bullet hole 6 feet high. There's a bullet hole a foot from the ground, and they're about 5 feet wide from the window to the side. So the spread pattern on the wall is on the back side of the house is huge. So there's bullets flying in every direction, essentially. So yeah, I think the officers just, if you watch the video, they were way out of line. They were completely rambunctious and were just shooting wildly. And like I said, hitting the door, not even getting into the door, hitting the side of the door.
Could have been too wild, though. They hit him 22 times out of 71 shots fired. That's one out, a little bit less than 1 out of 3 rounds hitting, and that's much better than most cops shooting their guns do land their rounds on.
Yeah, I don't. I've seen the helmet cam, and many people probably have seen the helmet cam video from the officer's perspective. You can see that it was like a huddle of police officers at the front door, and once the first one fired, they all got really excited and just started discharging their weapon at will. And like you said, a few of them emptied their clips.
The other thing that surprised me was that the national and even international media was covering this parade, and the Tucson local media, some of it was being covered, but a lot of it wasn't, and statewide media basically ignored it.
Yeah, I was shocked when I got down there in the morning at 8 a.m. four local Tucson channels were there, all conducting interviews with Stuart Rhodes and Sheriff Mack and others and such. One crew did come down from Phoenix and met up with them later at the second park they were at. It was another Memorial Day event that they went to at about 11:30. And they showed up from Phoenix, and I forget. I wanted to write down which station it was, but I forget. But I remember, I recognized the lady. But I don't know if they ever aired that. And now, the local news was kind of weird about it. The NBC affiliate did air the video at I think 5 or 6 o'clock, and then it was available on their website. The ABC affiliate didn't yet put the video up till the next day. They did a written article, but they didn't post the video to the next day. Now I don't know if it aired on their news program, but it was strange that it wasn't even on their website. And then the CBS affiliate just took some pictures and had 2 sentences saying "March and Rally." And here's some pictures, and but all their crews were there gathering video, and we never really saw it. And that gave the opportunity for any national affiliate that wanted to pick up that video could have gotten it from the local affiliate and aired it nationally. But from what I gathered and saw, I didn't see any national news attention.
Why?
Because I think it flies in the face of the story they're trying to plant now. Starting last Saturday, they released that story in the paper and news station up here where, he was connected to drugs and his brother was in a gang, et cetera, and they really just tried to defame him. And I think this rally of other veterans, other Marines, other police, in the Oath Keepers group that were standing in solidarity with them and trying to, help the family and such, it flies in the face of the story they'd like to put out and how they'd like to portray this man.
Pal, you went and looked for all the articles to put up on Freedom's Phoenix. What were you finding?
Virtually nothing. From I did see the CBS images that Drew mentioned from the local affiliate down in Tucson that were just a few pictures, still pictures that they shot, and a couple sentences to go along with it. And I did see the NBC station's video, but other than that, I didn't even see the ABC article you said was put up. So I was like, wow, I don't know. I
saw that it was a link that had a story on it. There was only about 3 paragraphs, but no video.
Right, and what's funny is, and I didn't go back. I should go back during the break and maybe watch the ABC video. But typically, the written story is just the verbatim from the video. So if they have the verbatim from the video, it means the video was scripted and at least halfway produced. The video was shot, the text was written, but they never went and followed through with it. Or they, like I said, they may have aired it on the TV news, and I just wasn't watching the broadcast, but then they didn't bother to put it up on their website. So I don't know why. It really did seem weird, and there was a lot of, you can hear the manipulation, you can read it, where they fail to mention the name of the group that organized it, or they just say veterans, and they, so they love to leave out the key little facts or the things that might give somebody enough information to go look it up on their own or go.
So when they did the event, afterwards, what was the rhetoric then? I mean, what were they talking about? Drugs are bad or what?
Well, and this is, I'm glad you got Bill Buppert coming on here, because Sheriff Mack and Rhodes' biggest talking point was the policy failed, and William Buppert was the only one to point out people can carry out policy. And you can blame the SWAT team members who participated in this raid, because they were the ones who ultimately pulled the trigger 71 times.
Oh, trigger pulling. And, this is how revolutions start. We'll be right back with William Buppert when we come back.